Well, I thought I'd do this video now because I want to eat, and I don't know why I want to eat. I am not having the least bit of stress. I ate a good breakfast. I had a nice snack of my fruit. I am not the least bit hungry, but I want to eat. And today is the 10th anniversary of my mother's passing. That might be one of the reasons. I don't think it is, but it might be. But I want to show you my shirt. It says, "Careful or you'll end up in my novel." Be careful or you will end up in my novel. So anyway, I'm trying to distract myself from eating. I really am. I'm trying to keep myself busy doing something else. And I was going to answer some comments, but I thought, no, I'm going to share this with you. I've been really struggling the last couple weeks. I've had a lot of things happening, you know, like with my brother's birthday, and he's passed, and then my mother today, and my sister next week, and Barb in the nursing home, and it's just so much stress. I'm not seeing my grandkids because it just hasn't worked out, you know, with all of their extra the curricular activities and stuff, and it's just not working out. But anyway, next week we're getting together because it's Christy's birthday, so we'll definitely be getting together for that. But hopefully when the weather gets nicer, at least I'll be able to go to their ball games and things like that and see them. But struggling, as I say, struggling, and that's what I'm doing. But anyway, I thought I'd reflect on my journey so far and just give you some 10 things that I do to help me lose weight. I mean, they're just common sense things. I'm sure everyone out there knows them. Everyone's done them. But I started on December 31st, 2016, and I weighed 304.2. And as of December 31st this past year, in 2017, I had lost 57.4. In the last 8 weeks, I lost another 5 pounds, which is 62.3 is for my total loss. I've had like 2 weeks in a row with some gains. I had a couple weeks in between that with like little small gains. Discouraging. I'll admit it, it's discouraging, but you know, I'm not going to lose every week. I know that in my mind. Everybody knows that, but I just don't think it's fair. I can gain every week. How come I can't lose every week? But that's just not the way it works. And I've accepted that fact. And even though I've only lost 5 pounds in 8 weeks, I've lost 5 pounds in 8 weeks. So I have had a loss. So that's something to be accomplished, you know, or not accomplished, something to be proud of, because I could have very easily just maintained. I could have just as easily gained. But, and I always say this, the slower it comes off, the more likely I am to keep it off. And that's so true, because I just know I'm going to keep it off this time. I might gain a pound or two and then lose a pound or two and then gain a pound or two. But I no more am I going to gain like 10 pounds and then another 10 pounds and then another 10 pounds. Those days are gone. I'm not going to do that again. And it's easy to say, distracted, the kids just got off the bus. It's very easy to say that you're not going to do it. But I know a lot of people that have done it and they've lost a huge amounts of weight and then thought that they could go back to their old way of life. And until you say goodbye to that old way of life, you're going to return. So you just have to know. That doesn't mean that you don't have to like the person you were in that old life. You just have to know that that person wasn't who you really are, who you truly were. And when you lose your weight and you feel good about yourself and you're able to, you know, keep up with all the activities of that's going on in everyday life, you're going to like yourself a little bit better. Not to say that you shouldn't like yourself all the way along on the whole trip, but you know, you're just going to find little things out about yourself that you really didn't know. But anyway, every year, it's like a joke in my family because we have so many videos. On my birthday especially, I'd always say, here I sit, but next year I'll be 100 pounds lighter. And guess what? I never got lighter. I got bigger. I got bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And something clicked on that. Just before that, I mean, I could have waited till even after New Year's. I mean, I could have figured out a way to start. Well, I'm not going to start right now because it's New Year's Eve. I'm going to go out tonight and, you know, I'm going to have fun. But no, I thought, what better way to have a good year? And I did name it the Year of Sandy. And it was all about taking care of myself and getting on this program. I'll admit that I was a little reluctant at first. I didn't go in it jumping and doing cartwheels. Not that I'd ever do a cartwheel in my life. Even when I was little, I couldn't do a cartwheel. But I thought I was going in full steam ahead, but I didn't. I really didn't. And I don't know, it never really clicked until just before Thanksgiving. And I don't know why. I wish I knew what was that clicked on that particular time. I just don't know. I just knew that I didn't want to gain any weight for the holidays. And I just knew I was going to do it. I just knew it. And if I could bottle that and sell it, boy, I'd be rich. I'd be so rich. But I don't know what it is. It's just something you got to find within yourself. It took me 8 or 9, maybe 10 months to find it. But thank goodness I found it. And so that I'm sticking with it. So these are the 10 things that kind of helped me this past year. Number 1 was I had to know why I wanted to lose the weight. For so many years I knew I wanted to lose the weight, but I always said, oh, I'd like to lose the weight because I want to fit in that pair of jeans, or I'd like to lose the weight because I want to be able to just go in the store and buy something. It wasn't until my sister passed, who's younger than me, and my brother had passed and who was younger than me, and the fact that I've been thinking since I was 16 that I was going to die any minute, that I just kind of, I thought, no, you don't, not so much you want to lose weight, you want to get healthy. And if you lose weight, that's bonus, as they say along the way. And so that was my full intention. Also, I joined with my 2 sisters and my daughter, and I was hoping that all of us would have this great big mass of weight loss. And I kind of joined for them too, and I wasn't really doing it for myself. Although I wanted to lose it for myself, I just didn't have myself as the front person. But I fixed it, so I put myself first. Number 2 was I needed to commit to it. For so many years I kept saying, I can do it on my own. I can do it by myself. I don't need to go to Weight Watchers. I don't need to do it by myself. But as soon as I joined Weight Watchers and had to pay that money each week, but I pay by the month, but anyway, I just knew, no, you know, I'm committed to this. I really am. Although sometimes I should be committed, but I'm just committed to it, and I just know that that's what it is. Number 3, you want to do it with somebody. I started it off with my daughter and my sisters, and I'm pretty much lost them along the way. I don't know why, but I gained so many friends and supporters on YouTube, and I consider all of you my friends and supporters, and you give me so much encouragement, and it's really because I'm doing it for myself. I'm doing it for myself, but you guys keep me honest, and you really do, because I always think, oh, I'm going to have to show that if I eat that, or I have to tell you if I eat it. And not that you're going to know whether I did or not. You'd know when I got on the scale at the end of the week, but you have to commit to that, and that's what I did. You need to keep a diary of your food. You kind of wonder, you know, I never kept a diary of my food. I never kept track of what I ate. That's why you're so big. You didn't keep track of what you were eating because you just thought, and it's like when you have a bank account or, you know, a checking account or anything like that, you have to keep track of how much money you're taking out of it because you don't want to write a check that's going to bounce, because that's going to cost you a lot more in the long run. And it's the same thing as if you gain a lot of weight. It's going to cost you a lot more in the long run because you're going to have unhealthy lifestyle. You're going to get all kinds of different things, high blood pressure, diabetes, you know, cholesterol issues that you're going to have to pay for medications for. So it's going to cost you monetarily too. So doesn't mean you have to be obsessed about your food, but you got to keep track somewhat. And I think if you write it down, when you're actually writing it down, then you're really realizing, you know what? I had a candy bar, you know. Whereas if you just ate the candy bar, you know, I had a candy. Did I have a candy bar? Yeah, I had a candy. No, was that a, you know, but you wrote it down so you know you did have it. And don't do something that's going to make yourself miserable. I've been on so many diets, and they made me miserable because you're like, well, you can't eat bread, and you can't eat candy, and you can't eat sugar, and you can't eat cookies, and, you know, all of that stuff. And that's common sense. You can't eat all of that stuff in excess, but that doesn't mean you can't occasionally have a piece of cake or an ice cream bar, or even if you were to go out and have a banana split, which is loaded with calories, just loaded, loaded, loaded. But I was having, like in the summer, I was having a banana split a week, you know. Now I couldn't tell you the last time I had a banana split, but see, now I'm thinking about a banana split. No, get that thought out of your head. And very fortunately for me, the nearest place where I can get a banana split that I absolutely love is at least a 25-minute drive. So sometimes Jim and I in the summer, if we want to go for a ride, we'll go for a ride and we'll get the banana split. And we'll sit down in the little 31 flavors and I'll have our banana split and I'll enjoy every single bite of it. And so really the last time I had a banana split was last summer when Jim and I drove there. But it's just, I can't think that I'm ever going to deprive myself of something for the rest of my life, because once I reach my goal, and I will reach my goal, I can't think that I'm never going to have it again, and I can't think that I can go in excess and eat it like I did before. I have to learn to balance it into my everyday life. Also what I do is I exercise. If you work or something, try to do something that's close to your work. If nobody's going to want to say, oh, I got off work and now I got to drive another 20 minutes the opposite way to my house to go to the gym. Find something that's around your house. I tell you this all the time, I don't think of walking as an exercise unless I have to do it on the TV with, like with a video. That to me is exercise. Even though it's a walking video, it's still exercise. But if I can get outside, walk, talk to my neighbors, just see the things that are going on in my neighborhood, it's easy, it's cheap, it doesn't cost me anything, and I'm more likely to do it. Even if you said, well, when I get off work and I get home, I'm just going to go for a quick walk around the block. You're not going out of your way. You're already home, and it's just a matter of taking a 10-minute walk around your block. 10-minute walk around your block is better than not even walking at all. Or saying, I'm going to join a gym, pay all that money, and then never go to the gym. And don't ever starve yourself. I know people out there worried that I only eat the 2 meals, and I tried for you guys. I really did. But then again, I got to thinking, I'm doing this for you, not for me. I'm going to do what's working for me. Eating 2 meals a day works for me. I eat a big meal at that one time. I'm not going to say I don't. I eat a lot at one meal. But if I stretch it out over the whole course of the day, I'm hungry constantly. I know you find it hard to believe, but I eat 1 meal at 1 o'clock and 1 meal at 7 o'clock, and I'm not hungry in between. But if I eat something at 12, and then at 2, and then at 4, and then at 6, and then at 8, I feel like I'm grazing the whole day, and I don't make smart choices. I just don't. So that doesn't work for me. You want to treat yourself how you would treat other people too. I had a hard time with this one because I always put other people first. That's just who I am. That's the way I was brought up. Being the oldest, and I know that's an excuse that I use quite a bit, but it's just the way, what was expected of me. And I always put other people first. But now I'm starting, slowly, baby steps, putting myself first. I have a long way to go. I know that. But, it took me 67 years of being, well, not really 67, 65, because Mike was 2. And then probably not even until I was 5. Okay, now I'm off on a tangent. But anyway, it's been a long time is my point. So it's going to take a little bit for me to get used to that. Don't blame yourself if you screw up. I get mad at myself too if I screw up. But I wouldn't blame anybody else, so why would I blame myself? I made a mistake. I owned it. Move on. You're not gonna do anything by beating yourself up. You're just gonna make yourself feel more miserable. And best of all, you want to treat yourself. My new thing now is when I lose 10 pounds, I have like 17 or 18 watches that need new watch bands and batteries. When I lose weight, 10 pounds, I go and I buy them. My last purchase was some Fitbit bands. I'll show you this one. I got them in all different colors. And I just love it. I'll show you my daily vlog because I'm running out of time on this vlog. All of the ones I've got. But I treat myself now, and I deserve it. I really do. And I don't treat myself with food, although occasionally I do. I treat myself to a donut or something like that, or what I have in my mind now. What do I have in my mind right now? What am I thinking of? A banana split. But I'm not going to have a banana split because I'm going to wait until summer. Because in the summer, I'm going to go take that drive. It's not open in the winter anyhow, so it's a safe bet. They close for the winter. But of course, spring is right around the corner. Okay, get that thought out of your head. Get that thought out of your head. But you did help me now, because now I'm going to go in the other room and I'm going to answer my comments, and I'm going to keep busy, and I'm not going to eat. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Once again, I can always count on you guys. Always, always, always.